Hello and welcome, my Leo friends. This is Jennifer from Mystic Star. I want to thank you so much for spending time with me today and watching this video. This is going to be my group reading in celebration of spring equinox for my Leo friends. Now, as I was preparing for this reading, I was going to be looking at that abundance and growth and the spring equinox symbolizes. When Archangel Gabriel came to me and told me that the spring equinox is the start of something very much more, and that the season of spring is going to bring more to people than just that initial budding of abundance. So today I've got another Archangel Takeover reading, and I can't wait to see what Archangel Gabriel has to share with us. Now, the decks I've chosen for this reading are the Wizard's Tarot, the Enchanted Map Oracle, and the Angel Inspiration Oracle. And like always, there are links below to all these fantastic decks, so should they speak to you, you can go get them for yourselves. Alright, my Leo friends, let's see what the cards have to say. What wisdom and guidance does the spring equinox and the season of spring have for my Leo friends? Alright, let's see what we got here. The first card, the Five of Swords. Fives in tarot are always a conflictual number. They speak of conflict and instability. This conflict is really going to be coming forward between you and other people. We're going to find that spring brings you a lot of conflict with other people, a misunderstanding of where people are coming from. We're so focused in on what we want, we're not open to what others may offer us, different perspectives and different ideas. When we limit ourselves, we really limit what we're going to be able to create and understand in our lives. The Knight of Pentacles. Knights are that adolescent, no fear energy. That pentacle is about growth and abundance. The spring is going to offer us that time that we need to really assess and reflect on our ideas, our thoughts, those perspectives. Because like I said, they're misaligned. There's been miscommunications and misunderstandings. We need to understand where we're coming from, so we've got that solid platform to build off of. The Star. She's the 17th card in the Major Arcana, our hopes and dreams. Part of this reassessment and realignment that you're going to embrace is also going to need to incorporate your hopes and dreams. We need to really align ourselves in a better way with our life's purpose rather than what we think we need. Giving ourselves that time to reflect in and understand what we want and what the universe wants from us. We need to bring it back into balance, reducing those very clear and defined outcomes, rather opening it up to that broader experience. When we open things up, that's when the universe can really bring things forward and things that we hadn't expected or even thought about, because it's not in our realm of possibility right now. And those realms of possibility need to expand a bit, as do our thought patterns and belief systems. Then finally, the Ace of Pentacles. Those aha moments are going to come fast and furious. Not only are we going to gain that knowledge, but we're going to be able to start to plant some amazing pieces within ourselves so that we are able to grow and evolve. So we're not so reactive. Rather, we're able to come to situations and experiences in a more open way. We're more in tune with what it is and what it will offer us. expanding our horizons and allowing those hopes and dreams to really flourish and evolve. All right, let's see what else spring is going to offer us. What growth and abundance can my Leo friends expect from the spring equinox and the season? So we had one actually hit the floor. I do ask they try and keep things on the table. It's really important to be able to see the cards that jump. Spirit of place. This talks about the energies that different places or experience brings. Everything has that energy. And we can embrace and take that energy and incorporate it into ourselves and our journey as we need. However, the important piece is to be open for that. We need that openness so that we can incorporate and embrace those energies. Deep freeze. Right now, things are pretty concrete. We need to really give ourselves some hard work, some energy and time to work on some of these pieces that have caused us to stalemate and to slow down. When we give ourselves that time and we start to work on ourselves, that's when we're going to start to really embrace these amazing energies that we're holding within and that are around us. And it's in these energies that are all around us that are going to help align us a bit better and then also guide us to that more fulfilling and meaningful aspects in our lives. And then finally, listening. We may sometimes feel very isolated, kind of alone and uncertain about things. Things kind of feel cold and well, heartless. The high vibrational beings, the angels, the archangels, our guides, our guardians, they're always with us. They are always hearing us. There is no problem with them understanding what we're asking of them. It's our interpretation of their guidance. Slowing down so that we can start to acknowledge and work with the messages that they're leaving for us. These messages are hidden in plain sight. It's just we need to interpret them. Slowing down so we can acknowledge them and then work with them. We need to write them down. We need to start to see the patterns. We need to start to acknowledge those patterns and what those patterns mean for us. And that's going to be those first steps in understanding and working with that home front. Gaining that guidance and knowledge and helping us out of this deep freeze. We need to thaw things out so things can start to grow and to thrive. All right, let's go on to Archangel Gabriel. What further guidance and wisdom can you provide for my Leo friends for spring equinox and spring itself? Seek within. The answers are there. That knowledge is within you. You just need to start to work on it. Giving yourself permission, which in many cases is the hardest thing, and then allocating some time and energy to start working on it. It's one thing to identify this as a need. It's another thing to start that hard work. And we do need to start that hard work. The more we put into ourselves, the more we're going to get out of the process and our journey. Friendship. We have many different connections in our lives, and those connections are very important. We need to have that support system in play to help guide us and nurture us and help us through some of these challenging aspects. The most important friendship that we're going to ever have in our lives is that with ourselves. Slowing down, working on ourselves so that we're not so reactive. We're living in a more authentic state. So we are more in tune with who we are, and we're in tune with some of our responses. Because there are times that our ego comes into play and we just react. Really taking the time to acknowledge what's happening for you in the here and now, and that you're more understanding of how you are reacting and what your triggers are, because those triggers are going to be important. They'll help us so that we don't get into these stuck, frozen states. They help us with those friendships and connections, that understanding, and kind of critically thinking about that best response rather than that easier response. I want to thank Archangel Gabriel for all her amazing wisdom and insight and for taking over this reading. And I want to thank you for joining me today and spending some time to watch my video. If you like this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for the latest content. It's an understatement when I say there is so much more coming your way, especially as the archangels have a tendency now to take over my videos, and I don't even know where they're going next. So the best way to stay connected so you don't miss any of this amazing healing and insight is to subscribe to my channel and hit that little red bell so you don't miss anything. Also, if you enjoyed this video and want to support me in making more, I have a Patreon page with many tiers and lots of perks. In some of the tiers, the perks are private readings and healings with myself. I provided a helpful link below, so why not go check it out? Until tomorrow, my Leo friends.